Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at the 2024 Lexus IS 350 F Sport. This one is finished off in incognito and the MSRP is just north of $55,000. We have a lot to go over for this performance-oriented and luxury style sedan. We're going to start off with what it's powered by. This is the 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. It is paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission, and it pumps out 311 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. It's rear-wheel drive. It weighs in right around 3,800 pounds. 0 to 60 is 5.5 seconds. Top speed is 143. As far as fuel economy goes, you're looking right around 20 in the city and 28 on the highway. Now, as we work our way to the exterior styling, right off the bat, you will notice how distinctive the hourglass design for the grille is. Gloss black is for the surround to differentiate that from the body colored. This has a forward-facing camera, front sensor for the adaptive cruise, and plenty of cutouts to provide a lot of cooling. Now, this also has LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. Very nice crisp points for the bodywork and that housing itself. And you will notice too that the lines on the hood come all the way down to the points of that hourglass design. So it's very nicely integrated together to give it a great front end look. Now, this F Sport also has a set of 21-inch wheels finished off in a black chrome. F Sport badge is just behind that. This even has the F Sport tuned suspension. There's gloss black, chrome, and the body colored for the power folding side mirrors. There's also a turn signal and a camera, sunroof up top, more chrome surrounding the window trim, a little bit of gloss black in that lower section there, and then very nice lines that run down the side, just giving this a great style to it. Now, in back, this also has a gloss black trunk mounted spoiler. There's LED taillights with the connector bar running right through the trunk, backup camera, all the sensors, and then more gloss black in that diffuser with that F Sport dual exhaust. Now, you can use the button on the key fob or the one located next to that camera to open up the trunk. This has a lot of space. There is a spare tire underneath the floor, and you can fold the back seats down just to give yourself that much more interior space. Super light trunk lid too, so it's easy to close. Now, as we work our way to the interior, check out the solid red paired with the incognito. Very nice to see that color combo. No storage in the lower section of the door, which is interesting, but you have a little bit here where the grab handle is. And then at 5'10", I can make my way into the back. I have a good bit of space. There's storage pockets, climates right in the middle. And then there's the armrest with the cup holders there on the end. So just pull them out like that. This also has a rear sunshade that you can use as needed. And my head is almost touching the headliner. So it's spacious for the smaller size that it is. Front door panel is going to have all the window adjustments, side mirror controls. There's also the memory seating adjustments and storage space. And then we have very nice front seats with that extra lateral support. Let's fire this up. We have the leather and perforated leather steering wheel with the F Sport badge. Left side, you have volume and tuning, Bluetooth and voice commands. Right side, you have distance pacing, lane keeping assist, and then everything to go through the gauge cluster. So currently with the tach in the middle, engine temperatures on the left side, fuel is on the right, and you have a limited amount of info that you can scroll through. Just some vitals that you can see. If you want to look through more, shift that tach to the right. And now not only do you have the information that I just went over in a little bit larger of a view, but you can also scroll through some more info. You have a compass now that you can monitor, look at your audio, you have your lane keeping assist, and then check out all of the standard safety features. You can turn them on and off, adjust their sensitivity. You have a lot that you can go through. So it's nice to see that. Paddle shifters are on the back side too. And then there's the trunk release. We have the sunshade for the rear, auto headlights, some dimmer switches, odometers. If I click on the view button though, now we have that camera system that is going to show you around the entire vehicle. You have two different angles that you can go through. You can pause it too, just to give you another bird's eye view of what's around the vehicle before you start moving. But as we look at it now, this is a touchscreen system. You can also divide it too. So you can have some info on that right side or you can hide it away for full screen. Now you can use everything down below to further go through this. So if I get into menu now, we have everything down below that you can scroll through: apps, projection, climate, setup. There's not a whole lot, but it's easy to use with all of these controls. Now there's a clock underneath that with air vents. We have the temperature dials, fan speed, where you like the air to go. Everything's laid out well. Now for the year 2024, we still have a CD player with the controls for that down below, power and volume, tuning for the audio. This even has heated and ventilated seats and a heated steering wheel. And then there's a few different driving modes that you can put this into. There's Sport S, Sport S Plus, Eco, Normal, and Custom. Snow, traction control, and auto hold. And if we put this into reverse, there's the backup camera. You get 2 different angles with the guidelines too, and then you can shift using the shifter or those paddle shifters. 2 cup holders, then a little bit of space behind that. Glove box also has a good amount of space. And then garage door buttons are up top, and then the controls for that sunroof itself. And a pretty good amount of visibility over both shoulders. And in Sport S Plus second gear, here we go. This has a lot more potential than what I'm doing today, but with a mild acceleration, we are up to speed. Paddles seem to be very responsive too. So this is a vehicle that you can take on some back roads, really have some fun with it in the configuration that it's in. So we don't have a crazy ton of horsepower, I will say, for this F Sport model, but it's adequate. It's very performance oriented in how it handles, especially with how it drives too. So having that F Sport tuned suspension, it gives you the best of both worlds. This is something that you can daily drive, but it also gives you the added benefit of being a little bit more stiffer in those tighter turning situations without going overboard, giving you the best, again, of both worlds. And behind the wheel for this mid $50,000 Lexus, I can see why it's a popular option to go with. In a world where a lot of vehicles are becoming a lot more performance oriented, as well as having a ton of technology added, this is a Lexus where you still have a good bit of tech. As I showed earlier, wow, you have a really tight turning radius too. But like I showed earlier, with some of the standard safety features that you can monitor, that's kind of about it. You got the built-in nav, you got the 360 camera system, not quite as advanced as some other brands, but if you want something that's reliable, simple to use, it's going to be really easy to drive, very comfortable too. We have a truck here, barely heard that. This is a great option to go with for the price. So it's not so much that you're paying for all of those added bells and whistles. You're paying for the reliability, you're paying for the simplicity of it, and just something you want to get in and drive, and you have everything at your fingertips without going through 100 different settings. You can just set it and forget it. So that is the Lexus Toyota side of kind of a lack in tech, but at the same time too, you know, it's more reliable. Toyota Lexus is currently number 1. They've been number 1 for several years. And that could be due to part of it. A lot of it is that NA engine, not going to some of the hybrids, which the companies are using, but especially in this model here. What keeps it more reliable? What keeps it popular with car enthusiasts? And it's a fun car to drive. That is going to wrap it up though for the 2024 Lexus IS 350 F Sport. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick Lexus Northlake for providing this sporty sedan for me today. Take a look at their website, that's down below. Give the video a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.